early of my senior year, my dad came home with a certain individual, and his name was Daniel, and he, as being my dad, decided to take him in because he wanted to give him a better home life. He was arrested for being part of a gang-affiliated activity and was ultimately kicked out of his house, and then he was put into juvie, and he was going to face adult charges. But my dad told him that he was going to give him one opportunity to get it together, and so by that meaning he lived at our house. He was treated like another child by my mom and dad, and so we became really good friends. We hung out. He was like a brother to me. And about a week before graduation, senior graduation, something happened. So we went to English class, and he went home to get an activity for our English class, and he was gunned down and shot and killed outside our neighborhood. And so he passed away due to things that got him into trouble in the first place. But the whole point why I'm telling the story is because I think my dad gave him a chance in order for him to succeed that no one else would. And Daniel took it and he ran with it, but then bad things happen sometimes to good people, or when things change. And so what I learned from my mom and dad is a lot of people need another chance. They need someone to believe in them. And so that's a whole part of the reason why I've chosen to teach at Cristo, was to give back to the community rather than take away. So the whole point of service that my mom and dad taught me by bringing in these teenagers into our home was that people just need to be loved, and that's part of service, is doing things with love.
Well, being a barber, I feel like I impact many people's lives. But one time that I do really remember was the time where I became coach for the Cristo soccer team, girls soccer team to be exact. After being assistant coach for 2 years and losing our coach the past December, I kind of stepped in there without any experience, without really knowing anything, without really knowing anyone, and I basically helped the team to basically stay together. I helped them build a chemistry, build a family, and to reunite everyone. And they really impacted me because that was a time where, more than losing just a coach, I lost a mentor, I lost a friend, and the girls really helped me get through it. I remember stepping onto the fields, and the girls would always, win or lose, we were always united, and that's one thing that I feel that I've been impacted by, and I feel and I hope that I impacted the girls too.
I feel that I did the impact of someone else would be my half-sister, Echo Duray Johnson. I am her sister. Biologically, we share a father in common. And I was about 14 years old in junior high, 8th grade. And I took her to raise her instead of her being adopted. Her mother had her up for adoption, and my father and I said no, we didn't want her up for adoption. So I didn't know at the time that I was playing Superwoman and thought I could save the world at the time. She was approximately 30 days, a month old, when I actually took her, and my father and I. He got in some trouble, he went to prison, and from that day forward I had her all by myself. I raised her, went to school, tried to finish school, so she didn't have to live a life of not knowing where she came from, basically. She's my sister, so I was like, how dare people want to sell her? She's not a piece of meat. That's what I kept saying to myself. I was young. So I took her and I raised her, and today she's a beautiful 29 years old. She's married. Tomorrow I'm actually leaving to go see her. I haven't seen her for 6 years. Other than that, that's a service I could say that it's a lifetime experience. It's changed her life and my life. I did raise her as my daughter, not my sister, so therefore I have two in one, if you will. That's a blessing in disguise. She's my sister and she's my daughter. My new baby is my nephew and my grandson. So 2 for 2. All right.
So when I went to Stanford, I volunteered at the hospital, and I was working with elderly people at the rehab after their surgery, and I guess that impacted my life because it made me realize the things that I could do and that I'm willing to do, and it helped me see that my purpose is to help others. Well, it would be my purpose because like I grew up helping my mom with my brothers and with like my autistic brother. So ever since that, I always said that I would help people that are disabled get back to doing their daily lives. So that's why I think it'd be my purpose. So my situation at home, both of my parents are ill, and my dad is temporarily paralyzed. So I have to do a lot around home that he used to do. I have to do now. And my mom, she's ill as well with like diabetes and heart disease. So part of the things that she did, I have to take part of too. So it brings me in as the third parent for my little brothers. Ever growing up, since the first one came in, I've always taken care of them. And all the struggles that I've been through with my family, they've made me realize that I want to help others as well, because that's what I've always been taught to do, to help others with what I have and the abilities that I have. That'll impact my future. My family situation and what I want to do will impact my future and like what college I want to attend, since I can't leave home. I attend a local college to start contributing to my family, and in that way I can also start taking those steps that I need in order to help other people through taking the career in physical therapy.
Pass. What goes with you is what you've done as a person. That's the best answer I have for you.